Hey everybody, Daniel from Spacedock here, and I've just watched Titan AE, a film that I've been meaning to get around to for a long time, but never really been able to find time for, and I must say I thoroughly enjoyed it. Really, really good film. One of those pieces from the last days of kind of 2D, 3D hybridized animation that makes for this gorgeous visual style in the same kind of vein as Treasure Planet, and I wanted to talk about some of the really impressive ship design in the film. It consistently impressed me with its relatively realistic approach to ship design for what is ostensibly a child-friendly movie, with its hero ship, the Valkyrie, being covered in constantly visible reaction control thrusters and clearly operating under researched realistic physics, while still being an incredibly cool-looking ship. I really love this design. It reminds me a lot, and this is going to be a reference that nobody will appreciate, but it reminds me a lot of the Anastasia from the animated remake of Dan Dare, Pilot of the Future, which was on Channel 5 in the early 2000s in the UK. That kind of slick, long, taut ship design with the sort of stylized sci-fi elements still in there. I'm not sure if the various ailerons are meant to be radiators or wing surfaces for atmospheric flight. We do see it flying in atmosphere, though they're probably just visual affectations, to be fair. The two forward inverted fins do retract during the film. I'm not entirely sure whether that's just to contract the space so that when it's docking, its umbilical can reach stations and things without those fins getting in the way. That seems like maybe what they're there for, since we only really see that happen the couple of times it docks. But either way, it's a cool little articulated detail. I really love the elevated triple engine arrays on either side of the main central cone at the back. Looks really cool. And frankly, the interior is gorgeous as well. Again, this film uses that kind of 2D, 3D hybridization, but it has this sort of U-boat style interior with the green grounded radar displays, and it all looks very mechanical and analog. But it also has this really nice panoramic viewport, which the film uses to create these wonderful panning shots as they're passing through this ice field and all the incredible vistas and astronomical environments they go through. Again, like Treasure Planet, it takes advantage of those really nice science fantasy ideas, like it has cosmozoan, ghostly space creatures that feed on ships' drive plumes and follow ships around in a sort of Minoc style, and that makes for a gorgeous flight sequence in the film. But overall, I just can't stress enough how well done these visuals are. It was just a joy to look at throughout the whole film, the way the 3D and 2D worked in conjunction. It's difficult to mesh that kind of flat character arc with depth of field backgrounds and have it look good, and almost all the time it did it perfectly in this film. The ship appears to have some kind of twin-linked fixed laser weapons on the front, as well as at least one articulated gun on the underside, though we see it used to break clear of some ice in the film. Sadly, we don't get too much of this ship in direct combat, but that's fair enough. It doesn't really come up in the plot. Most of the time it's environmental problems or pursuits. But overall, I must say I really, really love this ship. And right at the end, I'd like to just give another shout out to the alien design, both in ship and environments and creature design in this film. It had a lot of very original alien designs, and the main villains, the Dredge, they went for the whole kind of cliched we're beings of pure energy thing, but at the very least they had a very cool visual style to them. Their ships looked like these kind of hanging crystalline things, or their larger ships did, and the smaller ones had that same kind of mystery to them with the transmute through the surfaces of them, and they interacted with the sort of electrical fields to open the doors. It was very alien, and in many ways it reminded me of Farscape in its approach to make the alien seem truly alien, as opposed to, people with plasticine on their foreheads. Overall, some really gorgeous ship designs from a fantastic and I think forgotten film that I strongly suggest you all check out if you haven't already. Great little viewing experience, and I had a good time watching it today. So that's Titan AE. If you can find a copy and check it out, please do. I fully endorse it. Thank you all for watching. This is Daniel from Spacedock, signing off.
Thank you for watching Spacedock. Please remember to like, subscribe and share for more science fiction spacecraft summaries. If you enjoy the channel, why not consider pledging your support on Patreon? For just $1 a month, you'll be able to access the Spacedock schedule to see what's coming up.